Craig Peterson is joining us today, and Craig is the Alberta Party candidate for Vermilion, Lloydminster, Wainwright. Thank you for joining us today, Craig. The first thing I want to ask you is, why the Alberta Party?
Well, I chose the Alberta Party because I believe that we need a government who is going to represent all Albertans, especially the most vulnerable. We need a party that champions collaboration, honesty, integrity. So those are some of the main reasons that I chose the Alberta Party. One of the biggest points for me was the fact that we could, as candidates and as an MLA, future MLA, that I could have a free vote. I get to choose how I vote depending on what the constituents in the area want. And I think that's something very important, to be able to listen to the people in the area and make a decision based on what they want.
So what are some of the policies that, and I guess the platform that the Alberta Party has, that are really of interest to you?
The part of the platform that is so important to me, of course, being a teacher and former principal, I feel that the Children First policy that they've come out with is incredibly important. Putting our future, one of our biggest assets, in the forefront, I think, is a big piece. And job creation, making sure that the energy industry is well heard, making sure those pipelines go through, focusing on that, especially in this area. We have so many people who are hurting just because of some of the failed policies from the former government. So we need to make sure that we're pushing those through. Things like reducing the tax for corporate businesses. Those are all important.
Now, what are you going to be doing leading up to the election? Is it, door knocking? Is it events? Is it kind of the typical things politicians do?
I'm learning what I need to do. So the typical things that politicians do, I'm learning exactly what those are. Talking to people, I think that's the most important thing. I've been responding to emails. I've been door knocking. I have been trying to get out to different events, hosting some events myself, just some meet and greets, different areas. I've got my Facebook page set up. Follow me on that. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter, just to see my point of view. Send me an email. Ask me some questions. I think those are some of the most important things. Just listening to what people have, because I think that's so rare in politics, is listening to the concerns of the people in the area.
And the ones that you've spoken with so far, are there similar concerns that keep coming up, or are you finding it's a wide variety of concerns and issues?
I have had so many different types of questions, things that I've never ever thought of, things that I have never actually even considered, and had to go back and do some research of what are my opinions on these certain things. It's been such a wide gamut, but obviously the biggest question so far has been, what are we going to do for oil and gas? How are we going to support that energy industry? How are we going to support the massive loss of jobs and bring back industry, bring back small business into the area? Those are some of the bigger questions, and the Alberta Party, I feel, has the best answer for that.
And now, obviously, I know you'd like to get everywhere in the constituency, but that's really difficult. So you had mentioned before, people are more than welcome to get in touch with you. So is the best way through your social media, as you mentioned, or email, or does it really matter?
The best way is through social media, email. I've been taking texts. I've been taking every sort of messaging that you can think of, and it's been rewarding so far. I've enjoyed talking with the people and being able to listen to their concerns. I've enjoyed hearing their responses and saying, the response has been that they like what I've been saying, and it's been positive so far. And that's been, I think, the biggest pick-me-up, that people are listening, people do want a choice. And I think it's important that people know that there is another choice. It's not just
one or the other
two candidates.
Right.
That's right.
Okay, well, Craig, we're out of time, but thank you so much for joining us today. And we wish you much luck in the election, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you again at some point soon.
Thank you.
Thanks.